Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. Let's be fair, it was probably wishful thinking that we'd finish on Challenge Road 50, considering that that was 2 hours long and had quite a finality to it. Well, considering it had its own story, but we're back with another one, and I swear these are getting longer and longer. Also, why do I have motion blur? Yeah, that's better. Also, my camera was also set to standard not far. Every time the game updates, it messes with my graphics settings, and I don't like it. Anyways, we have a 3-level challenge road here today, and the other two are pretty short. The first one, however, the creator himself actually mentions that it can take up to 1 to 2 hours. By experience, yes, it could take an hour. Ignore that initial clear time here. For some reason, that's not accurate. If we go into the actual workshop, which I forget doesn't display. There we are, 1 to 2 hours. By Brutal Sword, and the song is Cursed Snake Purple. Welcome to Viospace, or Viospace, not too sure how you pronounce it. A relatively simple modded level. That's quite the understatement. Containing pure platforming and confusing pathways. Only brewing and ice hats are required. That's debatable. While you cannot die here, which is good for starting off the challenge road considering its length and difficulty, it's still a moderately difficult map, so stay focused. Now, the thing about this map is that the length and difficulty will probably impact your feelings on the Golden Launcher Rift and the following Autumn Twilight. However, even though the Golden Launcher Rift may be quite a bit less in difficulty, it basically gets easier the further that we go down the line. Speaking of, the Golden Launcher Rift, a short time rift made in about 3 to 4 hours, based around a new mechanic, at the time that it was made by S-Pop. And finally, we have Autumn Twilight, which has 1 token in it. I'll get to that, actually, because it's quite easy to miss. They say those who venture into the autumnal peaks can view another dimension. Could it be true? This level is way shorter than I would have liked, but it was in development hell for months, and after losing a decent amount of progress to a crash, I just decided to post it as is. Hopefully, it's still enjoyable to some extent. Well, here's an idea. If you haven't done it already, love me, you can make it a chapter and make this the first chapter of a group of levels. Just make it more bite-sized. But yes, this is going to be a bit of a trek. Now, before we start, I want to change my die. Normally change it ahead of time, but I want to change it to something that will stand out. And it doesn't really make any sense why I'm going to choose this until we get in there. But I'm going to use the official wireframe cosmetic for this. And you'll see as we load in. And yes, that means that that is the start of this segment, not after this splash screen, which always likes to freeze when I'm talking. Welcome to Viospace. Do you see these lines? I'm not entirely too sure if you can. An anomaly of a type of unknown. With a timepiece waiting to be retrieved and able to physically be harmed here, you are more than happy to jump in. Good luck and have fun. Well, that's incredibly difficult to see. You see those lines? That's like a weird graphical overlay. Your sense of depth is practically non-existent. You have no drop shadow. Already, this is ridiculous, and you can see why I have put this costume on, so we actually stand out a bit. But remember, you can't die here, so it is just a war of attrition on getting through the difficult platforming segments in order to actually get through. I couldn't see where I was on this platform here. Yeah, this is a big problem for me, because these weird graphical lines over the screen, I know it's a stylistic choice and all that, but, and it's only because I've already gone through this, at my own hell, you're not wrong there. Yeah, it's very hard to actually see what you're doing, and I swear, if you are trying to focus because you lack depth and spatial awareness because of the graphical style, And again, I've chosen this costume so I actually stand out like a sore thumb, so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's quite hard to navigate. Like, what is a wall and what isn't? There's a floor over here, but you may not be able to know. And that was a wall, not a floor. And I didn't get a single checkpoint out of that. Well, it didn't say I did, but I got one here. And trying to focus can really strain your eyes. So if you want the job a little bit easier, of course, Yakuza Metro helps with this official mod. We all have another official content, shall I say, not mod. It's, you know what I mean. We want to equip the Nostalgia Badge along with the wireframe costume, so we can actually see what we're doing. It may be a lot more pixelated, but the platforms are a lot more solid and it gets rid of those wavy lines. Now, I'm not trying to dig on the creative design of the level, but honestly, after playing this level for a good, 30 minutes at the start of this, my eyes were starting to hurt because I was focusing really hard. So I needed to soften the image in some manner. The other badges, that being, I'm wearing a Nostalgia Badge, but the Retro Badge and the Retro VR Badge actually do not work. The whole screen will basically be, well, black. You won't be able to see the platforms, and I jumped underneath it. I didn't even see the fade out on that, and wow, it spawned me exactly where I fell. That was actually quite nice of it. Where do we go here? There's a bell up ahead. Yeah, try seeing that with those bloody lines in the way. So, I do not feel bad on actually doing this at all. Make a jump over here. Is there anything else that I want to do in my inventory? I mean, I don't need the Fast Hat Badge for now. So, yeah, I think I'm fine with this. Now, technically, if you were to use the collection badge, you would see that there is both a key and a rift token to grab, but I don't know where they are, and they're not necessary to beat the level. So, oh, there was a gap there. But because we can't actually die due to, well, basically anything in this level, we just physically cannot take damage. Even if we take that full damage, it won't actually deal the damage. This level just makes us invincible. Even the urchins won't hurt us if I jump into this one here. Yeah, they don't hurt us either. So, we're invincible. So, the only way that we would actually lose the challenge road is, well, after this level, or if we quit ourselves. There is a grapple point here. That'll take us up. Now, the lines will change alongside this transitionary period here. As I'm going to demonstrate by taking off the badge right now. Yeah, the lines are still here, and it can make seeing in the distance a big pain. But the further we get into the level, the more the graphics as well as that overlay change. But for now, I'm still sticking with the Nostalgia Badge, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Now, these shapes are quite awkward. Notice that they're spilling. Because they're spinning, they don't correct their orientation until you approach. And because they're all solid colours, depth of field is also kind of awkward. So what you want to do is wait until one of them looks like it has a flat top as much as possible facing upwards. And then you can jump to it and it will reorientate when you land. That one, for example, if we try to jump at that one, it will not reorientate and we will in fact fall. Good luck trying to navigate this area. Because I was stuck on this for quite a good while. And this is when I had to stick on this nostalgic badge because it was really doing me in. Bibs. We're going to go this way. Thankfully, some people have... I overshot that, but it was hard for me to tell. Thankfully, some people have left their mark on certain platforms, which is very nice. I almost made a mistake there. It's this one I need. But you also don't want to be, like, emoting with the other peeps, like, too often as well, because you would see it in the distance with this badge on, and that could be a problem as well. But that's just the community helping people out. You can turn those off, remember. It's this one I need. Again, depth of field makes it really difficult for you to actually judge and know if you're safe on landing onto the platform. It's this one I need. Right. Again, though, you can't die. It's literally just keep trying, and you will eventually get it. But once you do beat the level, be thankful you've actually done it, so you don't, you know, have any carried over annoyance from this level to the last two. Because if you die in the other two levels, because you can take damage, even though you have 3 lives, if you squander those, you gotta do this again. Decky Generation 7. And there we go, we've got another hookshot point. This music gives me heavy Res Infinite vibes. Yeah, I didn't jump off there, it did it by itself. Ah, now, this is where we want to take off this badge so we can see the blocks properly. Because they're kind of wireframe, and we haven't got that line filter over our screen. I mean, there is a very faint one now, but I don't know if you can see that due to YouTube's compression, and I don't have the enhanced bitrate option. But every time we press the jump button, or spacebar on your keyboard, or whatever your jump button's assigned to, some blocks will react by, well, like on the one that I got to jump to next to the one I'm standing on, when the button is pressed. They're not solid anymore. But the ones to my left and right above me, they change as I press the A button. So they switch instead of as I press it. So this one is inversed ahead of me, so that makes it a bit more awkward. So I've got to hold the A button when I jump onto that. Like that. I'm holding the A button right now, so I can't actually jump. But the one ahead of me will be solid when I let go of the button, so what I've got to do is not do that. Yeah, it can get a little bit complicated when you got to do stuff like that. We'll get the double jump on that. There we go. Good. Even if you're not in the middle of jumping, as you saw there, I can change it again by pressing A. So A, like that. I wasn't getting any results with Hat Kid by pressing the A button there, but I was actually jumping. So I got to jump through this and not get pushed over by pressing the A button again. It can be a little bit tricky, to say the least. Ugh, I mashed the button there because I was kind of panicky. Alright, we'll do that. So... Ah, I did it again. I pressed A. That's... Oh! I was supposed to hold it. I saved myself. There we go. Okay. Let me just jump to that. Okay, so that is in the block, which is a bit of a problem. However, if you are smart, you can, like, mash the jump button to climb, but if I jump now, I'm actually going to get pushed because I'm underneath it. So I'm just going to drop to this one, and then see what the A button does to the blocks ahead of me, making sure I double jump to continue landing. So that one's registered by press, but the ones above switch. There we go. So we're safe here. Meme Lord Requiem. Hello. Okay. That's holding the A button. Alright. Again, it's hard to describe, but once you play it yourself, you get the idea. Control is kind of a hard thing to actually explain. I had to kind of quickly tap the button there. Turn the camera with my left thumb. Just to get orientated. There we go. Alright, this one's a bit complicated. I think what they want you to do is try to time a wall climb, but what I do is this. I'm now inside the block. Double tap. Double tap. And I'm just going to keep double tapping to climb. Oh! Well, I did make it, but I didn't tap again. There we go, made it. Right, okay. There's an ice panel here. So we flip. Bounce with it. Where are we going? Well, it's a lot easier to see now, and I'm getting immediate Rayman 3 psychedelic tunnel vibes. The rhythm may go out of sync if you lag. Use time stop to reset the song and respawn. Yeah, we've got rhythm now. And these things will bounce you when they pop. And this is well, the end of this segment is the part that I struggle the most, and it's probably what's going to take me the most time to finish. So expect to see a lot of cuts at that point. So if I'm not speaking up until this point, it's because that I'm trying to keep the rhythm, and I can't play while trying to keep rhythm. I was struggling with this during practice. We've got blocks here that will spin, but will stop spinning when we approach, and of course if they're not top like this, you will slip off them like that. So good thing I had a double jump there. We've got sea urchins as well, that's fun. As you can see, they're going off on different times, so... Nope. Wait, where am I going here? Over here. Jaffa. Right, this block does the same thing as before. There we go. This will launch us up. It didn't do it right. There we go. Jump to this block. We can swing across. It's easy for now. It gets more difficult the further we go. Again, we got these blocks that go as we jump. So it's hard for me to talk right now. Ow! Bollocks. Good thing we stop here. Oh, whoops. There we go. Actually, can I? No, I can't make that. Brewing hat. Doesn't matter what flares I'm using with wireframe, it's how it is. This one doesn't change, so we can make it to here. And we just gotta trust in the blocks. Wait until it comes down a bit. There's no rhythm here, we just got to platform our way up. This one stopped, which is nice. Climb up the stairwell, and now we've got more rhythm. Oh, this is fun, right. What we got to do is build up a brewing hat as we're going up. Oh, I wasn't ready. Like that. Okay. So we've got to swing in between these urchins. Right, this one we got to delay a little bit like that. And swing underneath. I got hit on the way up. God damn it. Let's try it again. Ironically enough, I don't actually think I'm going to be cutting out anything until I get to the part where I'm going to be the most stuck. Because that will take a while. I'm not doing that right. What you got to do is delay your hook so that you actually swing underneath it. Because when you hook, you're always at a set distance away from, you know, the hook. So you got to do something like that. But I'm not doing it right. I'm gonna let go early. Whoa! What was with the frame rate there? I don't normally have frame rates with the issues with this level, and it thankfully hasn't desynced the level. I'm guessing too many urchin spikes in my face there caused the game to not like that. I got pushed. Either that or my computer was loading something and it wasn't down to the game. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, come on, man. Really? What happened there? Let me give that one more go. Do that. Could you not be getting in my way? So that's what happened. That thing got in my way. I wasn't paying much attention to that. I just want to get this block. There we go. Right. No, that's not solid. And for some reason, I couldn't jump there. These blocks aren't solid, so we're going to have to climb up onto this block. Oh, that... It happened again. It's like I'm vaulting, but because I'm vaulting, I'm in the air, so I'm not actually on the block. Therefore, the block moves away from me, and then I go into a free fall, and that's what's messing me up right here. Right, I'm back here again. If I fall any more times, I will cut that out. Right, I'm going to do it over here this time, so when I do vault up, the platform's still going in the opposite... I missed it! It'd be nice if I could actually make it while on that, that swinging hook, but... No, there we go, finally. I think the checkpoint's after this big jump here. Oh, shit. No, I wasn't ready. No! Where's the platform? No! It pushed me as I was landing. Right, I forgot that I need to slingshot myself to that block. It looked a lot closer than it did. Again, like, there's no sense of depth in this level. Oh, come on! That's annoying. Ah, the hook... Okay, one, where were those sea urchins popped in out of nowhere? Second of all, my hook didn't go off. It tried to, but it failed. Right, now I'm on this block again. Jesus. Swing over. There we go. Right, make these swings and then we'll be safe with, I would assume, is another bloody checkpoint. There we go, we got the checkpoint that time. Don't normally have trouble there, I forgot that that jump was big and I had to sling myself off it, but then I just kept having problems. Which does not bode well for what's coming up. Which I believe is after this particular section. Now, I was wondering how the hell you get past this. And it's not exactly clear, considering that, you know, the spikes are kind of poking into the platform that we're standing on. You gotta crawl under. Yeah, somehow that's a tunnel. You could try and jump around it, but I never had the success on that. So it's the fourth one. Alright, this is not too bad. Remember, any blocks that have their flat top facing up is probably a good one to jump to. Just gotta make our way up. That one's a... Hang on. Is that a good one? Can't tell. This is not a good one. Nope, nope, nope. I couldn't jump. And I'm back over here again. Let me get back up there. Alright, we're back here. Let me get back up to where we were. It's not that block then, it's this one. I was going in the wrong direction. Not too sure why someone left a comment there. That's what caught me out. I shouldn't really be paying attention to that. Oh, here we go. We're approaching it. We're approaching the hell. I think I go for this glowy block. Here we go. Right, we blow this up. And welcome to the toughest part of the level. This is where... You wouldn't believe that after this segment, we got 2 more segments and then we're done with the level. This is a wall. No, sorry, a cube of sea urchins. And you got to do all this in a rhythm. And you got to change when you do the beat of the rhythm in order to do the jumps. Because it's not always the same. Because you got to change your elevation as you jump in order to be in the orb as it goes bang. As well as dodge all sea urchins. This took me goddamn forever. So, this is going to be mostly in silence and just pains of anguish. I know I'm making it sound worse than it is, but I need to not... I can't say anything without losing concentration. So, this bit is going to be, unfortunately, not commentated much. And if I get to a certain point, I'll show a few failures, but when I get to a certain point, I'll be cutting back up to that point to save time. With that, I got to get this right. Nope. Immediate fail. One, two, three, four. Why is it not launching me? Already I'm struggling. It's on the third one. You see the beat that I have to have, and now I've got to make sure I've got the beat for the next point. So this will be my cutting checkpoint. With that, I'm going to continue focusing. Ah, bollocks. And then you start back here. There was no stopping there. You have to do all this in one go. So, I've got to get back up there. And, I'm gonna... This is the time where I'm going to go into settings and turn on the speedrun timer for this act only. We've been already on this level for 25 minutes. So, that will tell you, via the cuts, how long this is taking me. So we basically got to this point at 25 minutes after the respawn. So I guess I'll see you guys when I do actually make more progress. Okay, we're back. Ah! What? That didn't bounce me! I hate that. Yes! Okay! My god, I must have got much better at that due to my practice. Holy hell, I thought I was going to be on there for a lot longer. I was just struggling on a bit that I don't normally struggle on. Maybe I won't cut that out at all. I have no idea. Maybe. This video is going to be long enough as it is, but wow! Okay, that wasn't as bad. That wasn't as bad as my first time through. Again, a lot of people would like to see me first try and play them, but if there's any collectibles or stuff like that, I'd like to cover the mods in full. And when I'm playing a mod for the first time, I can spend a lot of time on it. With challenge roads, there's more levels beyond that, and if I fail on one because I'm experimenting, I have to do it again to get back to where I was. So it's the spirit of the challenge road, I want to get through them all, but I practice them just like I do the Death Wishes, for anyone who hasn't been following up to this point because it's the 51st one. Anyways, with only a little bit of salt from beforehand and surprised that I've beaten that, welcome to the Invisible Maze segment, the semi-final segment of the level. When you at the starting point, the maze is laid out for you. Oh, and by the way, you cannot jump. Alright, so this is fading in and out of existence right now, but we can still kind of faintly see it. So that's not too bad. By the way, these aren't walls. You can just walk off and you will fall. As I said, we can't jump here. So this is the challenge here. Oh, and none of the badges are going to help you out here. I mean, the nostalgia badge may make them a little bit more clearer by getting rid of the misty overlay. But other than that, if they're invisible, they are in fact invisible. In fact, you won't even see a faint outline at the colour they're at right now, I don't think. I'm just going to use this right now to confirm that. Yeah, you cannot see them. You cannot see them at all. And again, that's just blank. All you see is the vertice edges. And there's just a red dot in the edge there, which is a message that someone has left. So yeah, not doing that. Oh dear, I've lost it completely now. Well, there we go. Hey, you see what I mean? Right, let's hurry this up then. Let's make our way back round here. I don't even think you can slide. No, you can't. You can't slide dash either, because you lose all your speed. Imagine the fact that we are running, but we're also running on a ceiling, so that in itself is stopping us from jumping. Was it because I just stood there for too long that it disappeared? Probably. Yeah, because it is getting really faded, so if I hurried up, I would have been good. This seems simple, and it's gone already. But Nappiaziosa gives us a tip. That the cows stay. And considering that Brewing Hat was required for this level, who's to say that this was not intended? I have no idea if it is or not, but nothing's stopping us from using it, so we'll just paint our way. It's quite slow, and you could still mess up, but if we just paint our way forward... Oh, that's an edge. Almost walked right off that. I'm not gonna lie though, that previous segment was the reason why I've been putting this off a little bit, plus the fact that I've been busy with work, life and such, channel's anniversary, birthday, Pikmin 2 Kaizo, and mostly because of this week, a ton of news for PC related stuff that I wanted to try out, like Majora's Mask PC port, and Kingdom Hearts 3 of 8 Days Melon Mix, for a very specific version of Melon DX, which will, once I eventually get to doing that game for patrons, and then when it's finished for patrons, for the channel in general, publicly, that's going to save a ton of editing. I'm not even lying. It's just the thing that still holds that back is me finding out every single character's, weapon combo trees and all that. Because that's not documented! Well, actually, is this one pretty simple? Kind of, up until a point. So I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here and cut a couple corners. You get a checkpoint every time you complete one, by the way, because every time that the path ahead of you illuminates, that's basically a checkpoint. Alright, we should be almost done. There's a dot in front of us, but I don't think... Can we run straight forward? I'm not entirely too sure. It seems like we can. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Right, final segment. And I don't know if it's better for PC users or not if you're using the mouse or something, but obviously with controller, the camera likes to implode in the head kid's back, so sliding down hills isn't exactly the best thing. We need to get to the bottom. That was a developer message, by the way. We need to get down to the bottom without touching any of these triangles. It would be nice if I could see where the triangles are, though, because I just see them at the bottom of my screen, and that's basically it. I can't even see the path that I'm sliding down on, so if I enter at an angle... There we are, now I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, that's not ideal. Bouncing is not something that I want. Again, it would be nice if I could see where I'm going, but I'm not allowed to, apparently. Well, that one was just tracking me, from what I could see. I kind of got the camera to zoom out a little bit. There we go, that's a bit better. I can now actually at least see what's below me. If it wasn't for this dust cloud of sliding down, I'm kind of getting it. I think I've done it. Into the drink! There we go. Many thanks for playing. I hope you liked the level, and if not, do respectfully point out the issues in the comments, please. Brutal Sword. Right, first comment is the first part of the level, and I've been wanting to say this, I was really saying this when I was practicing the level the first time, and I want to make a point of this. The first two parts of the level, that weird line overlay, please get rid of that. That does my eyes in. If you don't have the nostalgia badge, there's literally no way you can play that without having significant eye strain. Because I had to use the nostalgia badge to basically soften the image for me, and it got rid of the lines. It also made platforming a little bit easier, but can we at least keep our drop shadow as well? Because at least then we have some sort of reference as to where we're landing. Like if we were playing in low fidelity mode, our shadow would be a black circle and not quite accurate for, you know, the rest of the game to look pretty. But yeah, second thing is that big sea urchin thing. Maybe when it launches you up to the next segment, maybe have a platform there for a checkpoint. Or at least so you can have a breather instead of bouncing. Because, I mean, obviously, it's to test your knowledge on how those light orbs work to the beat, so you can make it. But for someone who has bad rhythm, like myself, I used to have good rhythm. I played Donkey Kong like crazy and got everything. But I'm terrible at it now. I can barely play Melody of Memory. But yeah, it's like, with people with bad rhythm, they can't do that very well. So maybe when you get to that point, maybe implement some sort of easy button. So, or for the rhythmic impaired, I don't know the term of it, but at least then maybe adds those 2 additional blocks of checkpoints, and when it launches you up, you're on a platform, and that is a checkpoint, so you don't have to do the whole block in one go. Those are the only 2 things. Obviously, do not update the level while it's in the challenge road, because that will break the challenge road, and it will give an erroneous additional challenge road trophy if it's beaten. But those are my criticisms there. I was going to give those anyway, but there was a sign there actually asking for feedback, so... Decent segments of the level, by the way. Like, every segment was great. It's just, altogether, can make it a bit much, and that graphical detail is also a bit much. Anyway, talking about that level while I'm in this level, we've got some launch pads here. In fact, we can take this off now because I'm kind of blending it in. So let's go with the Champion's Tunic because, well, it's not Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom. It's been out for a year now, so that's another little bit of news right there. Not that recent, but it's in the month. Whee! Right, let's make our way. We don't need the extra health here, but this is the one problem I had with this level that was annoying me due to the effect that I was getting annoyed with that, urchin part of that level. Aim for the middle of these balloons. The model is bigger, but the hitbox isn't. So you want to hit the middle of the balloon in order to guarantee bouncing into it. Because I kept aiming for the top of them. And that kept causing me problems. I almost had a game over in this level, actually, after the fact. Because remember, we can take damage again now, which is why heart ponds are being provided. We're out of the... It's fair that it doesn't kill you. It's just because it's rhythmic based. Not everyone has a good sense of rhythm. And I can keep a rhythm, but I'm not able to play to the rhythm that well anymore. Unless I maybe marathon Donkey Konga once again, but that's an if. I need to get launched over here. That'll do. Use the lunge to break. Whoa! 180! What the heck? Why did I do that for? Keep pulling back. There we go. Climb up here. There's no collectibles in this level, by the way, so we just want to make our way all the way through. As I said with the previous level, Viospace, however it is, there might be a token, but I don't know, and I couldn't find it, and I wasn't going to cheat for it. It's just something that I noticed with the collector's hat. It could be a beta element that was left alone and they didn't implement it in the end. There was also a key, but again, what would the key be for? For the token? I didn't really see many other ways I could have went. Oh, that didn't look like I was going to make that. But we're at the final part of the level now. We're at the golden clock. We've got 2 ways to go. I went left first because I'm a lefty, so let's do that in true reverse. Well, I guess classic hero fashion, because Link was a lefty until Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And, well, actually, no, Skyward Sword. I stand corrected. I just remembered that. But yeah, we hit that button, and we've activated one power line. Go activate the other now. Oh, clean. Now, this one seems a lot easier. But we've got to make our way back. Aha! The treasure has been revealed. So how do we get back? Well, actually, if we just double jump and then bounce into this, we can actually make it through there. I don't need any. Oh, grab it. No, I don't need health. Happy days. And with that, that's another level done. Time for the final level. Look at that camera! And it gets abruptly cut off because we're in the challenge road. Okay, Deltarune, what's up? Now, this is visually striking. I love the red grass. And the backdrop, very bright. Also, let's get our ice hat ready. Straight into the water, into a air bubble. Hidden token right here, under the bridge. Yep, this is the only token in this level, and there's no way to know if it's here unless you just, you know, experiment. Plus, it's the only puddle of water we can actually dive in anyway, I'm pretty sure. There could have also been more, but the level had a problem, if you recall, that the creator said. Also, this music is loud. We need Dweller Mask. Kind of messes with the music a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of giving me, like, Undertale Deltarune music vibes. Also, the lighting. Like, look at this sun. Look at this. This is the kind of, like, graphical, like, fidelity I love. It's so visually striking. And how it shines off these shiny bricks. It just makes it look so nice. Stylized. It's like we're walking on marble bricks. Jump over this little crystalline looking platform. Yeah, and that's the first segment of this level done. Will the music evolve as we continue? Well, there's a bell to ring. And it did say something about it being Twilight. And if we know about hat time, Twilight means bells. Whoa, that was immediate warpage. And the music's got more intense. And that bass is really deep. That is pounding in my ears. Nice purple. Actually, saying that, the bushes and trees now look quite crystalline as well. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to... I accidentally squished an enemy by doing that. I wasn't intending to. But yeah, this is the only other puddle of water that we can dive in, but it doesn't really do anything for us. But yeah, somehow I managed to kill an enemy, although I didn't have the Dweller Mask on, I'm pretty sure. So that was interesting. Don't need to kill them though. We're just going to leave them be and move on to the next bell, which is just up yonder, where these ruins seem to be tipping a little bit now. Might get more intense. Okay, I will admit that that wall being so reflective is just blinding. But it still looks great. Sorry. Had to vibe. If you don't vibe, then what are you doing? Oh, we're out of the purple area and back on the mountains. And the timepiece is just up ahead on a, what seems to be something similar to where the bells were, but is leading off to the distance. It's like a shrine with that waterfall, wouldn't you agree? Now, I'm not entirely too sure if this part of the level was cobbled together in order to give it a finality after most of the level was lost in development, but it still looks like a good, well, other than maybe this one bit of stretched texture. It does give it a bit of a finality with this waterfall signifying it's a little bit more special than most. Here lies the rest of this map, tragically lost in an editor crash. Also, you know, ruining the immersion a bit. Let its death be a lesson to ye who mod. Don't forget to save. Well, what is here? Love it. And that is Challenge Road 51 complete. So, I've gone through the entirety of these levels again individually to get their mod rift tokens by grabbing the timepieces outside of the challenge road, and yet I didn't get a spin. Do I not actually have anything left in the rift roulette? That can't be the case. Also, why am I dropping frames? Yeah, it seems to have cleared up now. I say, and it hung right when I opened up my mouth. I've still got spins, so not a single one of those levels actually count as a blue or purple time rift, including the one with the clock, which is interesting. But I did get a spin out of that because I got 2 leftover tokens. I have no idea what that is. But I want to re-roll because I see more payday. Yeah. Ah! Why do I get Donkey Kong Country 2 vibes from this? Like a mix of 1 and 2. Oh, yeah! You know what I mean? The freaking Funky Kong when you're in his in place from what was it? I think it's from number 1 actually. Yeah, because number 2 is like a. But yeah, there we are. Wasn't expecting to get that, but yeah, I still have 2 tokens remaining, so I don't know what to do with those. But yeah, we're gonna end it off there. There's not really much else for me to say at the moment. I'm just here for the challenge roads at the moment. I know I've got the March 2024 update to talk about. I haven't really been playing this game in my own time on our project file in order to actually show those off to be accurate to what we've done so far, because if you have everything, it doesn't actually mark it until you do a level, and I need to go do that, which includes the 0 jumps for said Death Wish, but the levels I've done them with haven't been marked with them, so that's annoying. But that's the reason why I've been putting that off for a bit. I've been busy with other projects. Peppermint Tokaizo. So, with that, I'll let you guys get on with other videos or other content that you may wish to see. I will see you later for the next channel or the other channel videos that we do on the channel. See you guys then.